Deadlands. Every Western novel, trail song, and gunfighter movie you've ever encountered, only with monsters and magic. The history of this world as much as you remember from our own American history from middle school. America was founded, slaves were traded, and the Civil War began. However, this is where it begins to get strange. In this alternate history, the war never stopped. Magic was found hiding in the pages of Hoyle's Book of Games, and people began getting creative, opening doors to things not meant for human knowledge. Through magic, meddling, and just bad fucking luck, all hell was loosed upon the Americas, creating zones of nightmarish horrors called Deadlands.
Always glad to have my work appreciated by the
So, it was a lovely demonstration because I'm actually looking to hire some capable people for a job I was hired for.
I can already hear this conversation in my head.
It involves milk, whatever.
Corin will look at you somewhat doubtfully and what's the nature of this job?
Oh, just this little podunk town is trying to resist the railroad coming through. And they pay pretty decently. And also room and board and their eternal thanks if it means anything to you.
Meanwhile, Scarlett is just sort of, gathering the cards and kind of putting away the other things on the table, just listening. Corin will look around a bit disdainfully. Well, I think this town's about done anyway.
I calculate that is the end of this establishment. It is time to seek my entertainment elsewhere. There, I fixed it for you.
Yeah, so they're offering a fair chunk of silver, a room and board.
Like, oh, silver. Oh, shit, silver.
I don't know.
He'll shoot the blade with the silver wolf head on the top of it. Silver is my metal.
For all I know, you're just a dude that could use some silver or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to ask him about the job. Where do you need to go? Whether he's got other people, particulars. The usual. Big little runner. This guy has just come out of nowhere into your runner bar and said, I have a job for you. It's great. No strings attached.
Totally worth it.
Totally not gonna get double crossed anyway. What's the catch?
The particulars?
What are we stacked up against?
What was her name again?
Mina Devlin.
Well, we just have to go to this little podunk town and defend it from Mina Devlin and her small cohort of hirees.
What am I rolling against again?
It would be, knowledge high culture.
That is an 8.
Yes, Mina Devlin is the heiress and current owner of the Devlin Railroad Company, which is a Yankee railroad company, with very few. She has a reputation of being a bit of a blackguard. She's a robber baron. She will stop at nothing to get that track laid. She wants to be the first to go from Boston to the water.
Would Scarlett have any?
Yeah, Scarlett would know this too.
Okay.
She really wants this town Yeah, Devlin has a fortune. She can hire mercenaries from here to Judgment Day and send them in. And probably will. She's not a subtle instrument. Worse still, if she's really invested, she'll send her second command and slave driver, Violet Esperanza, who is a whip-wielding psychopath who will literally work people's bone. Violet keeps order on Nina's more controversial operations.
A small cohort, you say?
Yes. If a runner
you're educated enough to know that a Roman cohort, is 1,000 people. 5 what?
Fair enough.
Thought that might be of interest to you.
And how many do we have riding with us?
Well, so far, it's just you, unless unless you know somebody. You're good at their job.
Afraid I haven't made many friends in town.
I know the feeling. You don't make many friends when you have the line of work I do.
Which line of work is that?
I built the coffins, I maintain the guns, and I provide the bodies.
Full service business.
Oh, yes.
Grudging respects.
I suppose I could even respect a Frenchman, I suppose.
What's your guys' name again?
Abraham Longfellow.
Scarlett will finish putting aside the cards and such.
Oh, yeah.
Come around the table. Fold her arms. Where did you say this place was?
It's this little hodunk place with insert geographical location here. Well, so-and-so miles from here, so-and-so miles from there.
And when are we intended to be there?
Well, it'd been ideal if we showed up as soon as possible, because she'll be showing up in about 3 weeks.
Don't ask for much, do you?
As far as I'm concerned, it's a job, and it won't be boring.
Well, that is my criteria.
Seems to be the general consensus.
If we could get some more capable... and you would be?
Scarlett.
A pleasure.
Pleasure's mine.
So, as I've seen her handiwork, what's yours?
His handiwork.
Oh, in brains.
Well, you saw a bit of mine just a minute ago.
An impressive throw.
I also happen to be rather quick with my hands myself.
Well, I mean, offer still stands. You'll get fair pay and room and board. We just have to defend this town from, a robber baron.
Sounds like fun to me. It's better than here.
Things were getting boring.
Things always do after someone dies. In the tone of,
Anything else we should know about this job?
Beyond the disturbing individual heading it and her small cohort of hirees. No, actually, that's about it.
Well, alright then.
Don't believe I've gotten your name yet.
Corin Loop. Does not offer your his hand.
Hey, I wouldn't offer my hand either.
So, that appears to be the end of this bar, at least to your experience eye.
Yes.
There's a few other card players, a few people drinking. There's one woman, girl, really, pretty there shuffling cards, playing what looks like an extremely complicated game of solitaire. You do really fast, and then, recase it, reshuffle it, et cetera, over and over again.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look like she's much use. So, do you move on to the next bar?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, do you take them with you, or do you just arrange to meet them in the morning?
I would leave that up to them. You could join me on this little fishing expedition, or I could be doing my thing while you take care of your stuff.
Scarlett's got a few things to take care of, gathering up her things, a couple of clients that she'd already got scheduled for that night. Yeah, so she'll meet them tomorrow.
Alright.
Corin will pass the raven a cracker, and I've got nothing better to do.
Alright.
Okay. So, you bounce from bar to bar, place to place. And it's slim pickings. No one else really jumps out at you. And you make the rounds, won't find anybody else. And towards the end of the night, when you're passing back down the street that holds your shop, you see there's a notice pinned to your door.
I check it out.
It is a warrant being served. Private party, wanted alive. Last location given is a town about a day's ride from here. It's Atticus or Burton. You know it. It's one of those little boom towns that sort of springs up right on a river, heading for gold, that sort of thing. So, like here, only smaller.
Right.
And no name is given, just a description. You're looking for a young woman, wears a fancy two-gun rig, impulsive, full of herself, has a pronounced upper-crust Yankee accent, maybe traveling in the company of one other woman. And there's a drawing. The word does say she is armed and extremely dangerous.
Sounds like my type.
The exact words are, as fast as Wild Bill Hickok and completely devoid of his sense of fair play.
Okay. And that's it?
That is all you get.
That's fair.
Just realize nothing she says is not going to be a sex joke.